All right, today we are diving deep and deconstructing the incredible action-packed story of Gully Bully and Jason's Revenge Part 1. Now, on the surface, it looks like a simple afternoon hangout, but what's really going on is three completely separate storylines all happening at the exact same time, and we're going to break down every single piece of it.
So here's the game plan for our breakdown. We're going to start with that casual gathering over at Gully Bully's place. Then we'll switch gears to the super violent kidnapping of their friend Baba. And finally, we'll uncover the straight-up supernatural terror that their other friend's son is facing. It is a lot to get through, so let's just jump right in.
Okay, so our story kicks off at Gully Bully's house. And honestly, it seems like a perfectly normal day. You got friends just chatting, hanging out, but you can feel this little bit of tension in the air, you know? They're waiting for two more guys who are running late, and they have absolutely no idea why.
So here's who's on the scene. The whole crew just relaxing and kind of passing the time. The only issue? Well, the guest list isn't quite complete. They're all expecting Baba and Son to show up, but as the minutes keep ticking by, neither of them has arrived.
And you can just feel how light and carefree the mood is. This quote really captures it perfectly. You've got Green Criminal getting into this hilarious, petty little argument with a shopkeeper while he's waiting. Nobody, and I mean nobody, suspects that anything is wrong.
I mean, this scene is the literal definition of the calm before the storm. Gully and Bully are bringing out tea and biscuits. Everyone is just laughing and having a good time, completely oblivious to the fact that their friends are in some serious, life-threatening danger.
So while the friends are sipping their tea, totally clueless, a really violent and very calculated plan is being put into motion. This is what was happening to Baba.
And here are our villains, Cooney Pig and his crew, Bob and Bach. They're hiding out, just watching Baba while he's exercising outside his house. And that weapon they're holding? Yeah, that's a bat covered in nails. It's pretty clear their intentions are anything but friendly.
What's really terrifying about this is just how brutally efficient the attack is. It happens in 4 quick, clean steps. They stalk, they approach, they strike, and they abduct. There's no big fight, no struggle. Just a silent, vicious, and perfectly executed kidnapping in the middle of the day.
Wow, this line from one of the kidnappers tells you everything you need to know. For these guys, knocking a man unconscious with a nailed bat is just a simple job. The real work, whatever horrible thing they have planned for Baba, is only just getting started.
Okay, so that's what happened to Baba. Mystery solved there. But what about our other missing friend, Son? See, he wasn't facing some physical threat. Nope. He drove straight into a totally different kind of trouble, something much, much more supernatural.
So picture this. Son is driving completely alone late at night. He's on this unfamiliar, totally deserted road, and it's surrounded on both sides by dark water that's, oh yeah, infested with man-eating crocodiles. The sense of isolation is just immediate and so chilling.
And as if the crocodiles weren't creepy enough, Son spots a lone woman just sitting on a bridge in the middle of nowhere. He asks himself the question you see right here, which basically means, what on earth is this woman doing out here? He's trying to find a logical reason for something that makes absolutely zero sense.
And this is where things just go from strange to terrifying. Being a good person, Son stops to help her. But then, at the perfect time, his phone rings. It's Gully. He looks away for just 1 second to answer it. When he hangs up and turns back, poof! She's gone. He panics, runs back to his car, and of course it won't start. He is completely trapped.
So his one attempt to do the right thing turns out to be a massive mistake. He glances up at his rearview mirror and gets the ultimate horror movie jump scare. The woman, now revealed as this terrifying witch, is sitting in his back seat. The shock is so intense, he just faints on the spot.
Meanwhile, let's jump back to Gully Bully's house, where that relaxed, fun afternoon vibe is finally starting to disappear. What started as casual waiting has now turned into real, genuine concern for their missing friends. So Gully decides to start making some calls, and the results he gets are so dangerously misleading. He calls Baba first, but the phone just rings and rings at his empty house. No answer. But then he calls Son right before the witch appears, and Son actually answers. He just says he's running a little late. And this right here is the tragic miscalculation. Because they actually managed to talk to Son, they figure Baba is probably just busy or maybe his phone died. they make a totally logical assumption that happens to be completely fatally wrong. So they decide to just keep waiting.
Okay, so with all three of these stories heading for disaster, let's just take a quick look at the final incredibly dangerous situations our heroes are left in as part 1 slams to a close.
So this is the final state of play. Baba has been violently abducted, and his fate is a total mystery. Sun is passed out, trapped in a car with a supernatural monster, and their friends, the only people on Earth who could possibly help them, are still at home, completely unaware that a rescue is even needed.
And all of this brings us to the ultimate question, posed right here on the screen. Who will save Sun and Baba? I mean, seriously, with one trapped by criminals and the other by a witch, and their friends completely clueless, the whole situation looks absolutely hopeless. I guess we'll all have to wait for part 2 to find out.